Started. Okay, cool. Yo, can someone confirm if the YouTube stream started too? Chat, please. Thanks. Is someone could just confirm that? How you guys doing today, though, chat? Good morning. My bad. We have NFP Friday today, so it's a pretty big day. Alright. Anyways, chat. Yeah, today is NFP Friday, so pretty big day today. You have news coming out at 8:30. We're a little earlier today, so we're good. That's all you got for a day, right? And next week, what do you have here? You got ISM Services PMI. You got Tuesday. You got whoa shit. Next week, chat. Next week on Wednesday is FOMC. Wednesday is FOMC. Thursday is interest rates for the pound. So, okay, cool. So NFP today, chat, and then next Wednesday you have NFP. Or yeah, fuck, what am I saying? You have NFP today. Next week you have FOMC, FOMC. So we got a lot of shit going on. Anyways, how you guys doing today, chat? Who is in this chat? Who is in this chat? What up, Bougie Addy? It's Meth. Okay. Addy, Big Slinger, Penzo. Good morning. Somo. Good morning. Somo Station. Good morning. Josh. Good morning. Sanscarver. Good morning. Big Slinger. Good morning. Kevin Meir. Super Wong. Good morning. Papaya OP. Mikey. Good morning. Checked at least one last night, bro. SB, what's up? Abbas, what's up? Rocky K. Sorkis, what's up? Leon, Skay. Who I miss? Bougie, MB Divine, SB, what's up? Big Bad Ghost 1, W Bad Ghost 1. Wicked, good morning, bro. Skull Zoid, what's up? Alright, lit, I just named my, oh, Cammy Smith, what's up? Can't miss you. Vivicia, can't miss you as well. Alright. Kzom, what's up? Okay, chat. I just named my entire chat. So, let's hop into these charts here. And let's see what you got going on today, chat. I want to give it a little more time to, than the last couple of days we had news. The last couple of days, hop on for 1 minute. Yo, chat, you got news. Boom. Yo, am I live, chat, on YouTube, though? Let me know. Let me know if it's live right now. And we're going to do a delay. Yes, wow. Bro, that's fucking quick, chat. Hold on. Chat. Let's do a test on, how fast this shit is. Ready? 1. Okay, hold on. I'm only doing it today, chat, because it's NFP. Okay, I'll do a double-digit number. Okay. 23. That's not bad. That was like basically like less than a millisecond. Speaking about milliseconds, chat, bro, I beat my record on F1. I'll show you guys later. Okay. So, okay, I gotta go to try to chat. So I'll talk to you guys in a second, okay? But let's take a look. This monthly candle is doing what? Monthly candle closed bullish on last month's candle, April. Closed bullish this month to start up, opening up with the bond wick first, right? So this is the first, basically 2 days of the monthly. So far, we came down, like we broke down, like we expected, right? And look where you came down towards yesterday, actually. You actually came down to fill the entire range, right? Hold on, did you actually end up coming down the entire day yesterday? Well, will you look at that? Oh no, I'm tripping. That's Wednesday. Thursday. Okay, this is okay. Lit. Okay, so this is Wednesday. Wednesday, Asian over here started giving you a pop down first, right? And I guess that was the entire move for the day for the most part. And then Asian, 10 p.m. 12:01 London session, pre-London right around here. Zoom like I'm a fucking dumbass. I knew I was missing somebody. the entire zoo. It's not just one person, right, chat? Ain't that right? I took a pill in the B zone. When is YouTube ever gonna allow music? Like, I don't care to get monetized. Like, I feel like if you play music, you shouldn't get monetized. Everything you get should go towards like the labels and shit, right? But it's the fact that like they give you like warnings and sometimes even like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, it's a hit or miss with music on YouTube. It's so weird. Like, Twitch allows it. Twitch allows you to play music. You might not get monetized all the time, but, and they also mute out the VODs. I don't know why YouTube can't just like do some shit like that. It's like, it's so weird. You can watch YouTube videos on live streaming YouTube, but you can't listen to like the copyrighted music on a live stream from that video you're watching. It's so weird. Your chat's off on YouTube? Yeah, no, there's no point because I'm only looking at Twitch chat. So yeah, turn it off. Okay. Okay, Zoom is here now. W Zoom. Yeah, turn it off. There's no point of having it on if I'm not looking at it, right? Because I can't even control it too. I can't even read it. Okay. So, chat, this is the monthly candle. Start off coming down first, create a bottom wick, boom. And then, yeah, like yesterday, basically just came down right around here. We spoke about how Asian had that decent push down right around here for 209 pips. Pre-London, right around here, just range for the most part. Late London, 5 a.m. new 4 kind of opening. Started off coming down first, ripped down 170 pips. Next candle right around here got you 190 pips down, pop, cool. And then 8 a.m. kind of pulled back. That was the start of the pullback for 8 a.m. That was like the move up for 8 a.m. And then 9, you know, ended up coming back down to retest the lows, but nothing significant happened. Like, you did come down to fill the range again, which is dope. We were expecting this to fill the range down. It's just, it came so late. Like, we were looking for trades at 9, 10, right? So I was looking to see us come down because you didn't grab any liquidity, and for you to go up, you need to come back down to at least create structure up, right? So then you can say, yeah, now you had structure going up, and then price ended up making its way up, right? I think this is like 12, new 4 kind of over here, 2 p.m. You had to pop up, like, then you had to pop up at like, what's this, 2 or 3, 4 p.m. in the evening or in the afternoon, late afternoon. Thursday, yeah, and then you had market opening at 6, 7, 8. Asian opening, what was this pop here? Like roughly 130 pips, right? Something like that. 150 pips. 9, new 4 opening. No bottom wick was created. You just popped up, cool, dope. This was what? 160 pip pop up, and you can see here, right? You can kind of see. More music, more Michael. Chat, you can kind of see, like, when you were making your way up here, right? You had lows here being formed, lows here you had lows here being formed, you had lows here being formed, right? More lows here being formed, more lows here being formed. So you can see, like, you're making like lows on the way up, right? Which is cool, but you're not making structure. Like, you're not structure, you're not grabbing liquidity. Liquidity will be more so of like this, right? Bottom wicks like that to form. So if you think about it, if you look at it, yesterday you didn't really grab liquidity either, because the reason why I wasn't looking for buys yesterday was because this didn't happen yet, right? If this were to happen, sure, anything above here, all the way back up, amazing, right? Because now you have liquidity. But even when you came back down, you didn't even like even when you came back down, you didn't even like break the lows or anything. You just kind of retested the lows, right? So yeah, you have like, you guess you can say somewhat of structure on the way up, but you don't have liquidity yet. So I'm thinking like, okay, what's the NFP gonna do then? I think they're expecting what here? Actually, before I look at that, let me just finish this off first. But yeah, you have no liquidity here, right? So my question is NFP gonna create liquidity for us to go up, or is NFP gonna fake us back into the range? Because when you don't have liquidity, when you don't have structure, this range here can easily be corrected. And you can see by the way you're pushing up on price here, like look at how you struggled on the way up, right? So remember last time we struggled, chat, we had that live stream, we spoke about how, I don't know about buys today, chat. This thing looks extra like suspicious, right? It looks extra sus, like there's just no liquidity, nothing really confirming anything for price. So whenever you have that, last time what happened? You had like what? The candle, the range got cleared within what, 3 candles? Right? So whenever you have that, yeah, the ranges could get cleared, right? So you can see here, like there's no structure, there's no liquidity, at least yet, right? So I want to see what happens to NFP, because if NFP does this, I wouldn't say you're completely good to come down completely yet, because this can just be a low being formed for us to just continue going up like this. Then you can say, okay, cool, now you have liquidity. Now if price wants to drive up, it can feel free to do so and do whatever it wants to do, right? But if you don't have that being formed at any given point, this can just be corrected. This entire range comes all the way back down to retest the lows. So there's a couple ways to play this today. Let's go ahead and mark up our zones real quick here. So I think you have, what is this? Well, how did the day close as well? Day close bearish day. You need a bottom wick here today. Opened up, no bottom wick. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and add this over here, chat. Damn, no music today. So what is this? 3247. You have a zone there. Cool. Right, so obviously you want to see like price start closing below there. If you were making your way up further, then you're looking at 2479, because yeah, gold could go up from here on out. It doesn't have to create a bottom wick, and if it does go up, right? So these levels that I mark up here are just like levels where we're looking to target. Like if price were to go up, where would it go up towards it rejects next? 2779, right? Or 3779. 3279. If it were to go down, right, it will likely react at 3247. You break below there, you continue further down towards like the next zones, right? So it's not that like we know that this is where prices will go today. It's just this is where you'll head towards once you start breaking above or below the ranges. So then your job is to identify like, okay, well, what's happening with price action right now? Do you have volume? If not, then what do you need to have volume? Right now, I'll say like, yeah, you do have volume now, of course. You have NFP coming in as well in about a minute here, right? But this is the range that you're in. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure NFP will either break these highs or these lows. As long as that breaks above there or below there, you're gonna get volume. And that volume will lead you to more candles printing, more structure, more confirmations, right? So just because you break above doesn't mean you'll obviously be in buys. It's just because you break below doesn't mean you'll be in sells, right? For all I know, price can come out like this, come out positive, and next thing you know, news makes its way back down, right? Vice versa, news can come down first and then make its way back up, right? So here's what we'll do for news, chat. There's 4 things we usually do. Well, two things we actually do. The rebreak of the highs, the rebreak of lows that we took yesterday on news candle, right? So when price comes out for news, when it makes a higher low, and usually when it tends to rebreak the higher low, it would tend to drive in that direction towards the next zones. Same with the sells, right? The lows. And also another thing is top or bottom wick entries. So if price comes out, makes a bottom wick first, looks bullish, buys. If it comes out, creates a top wick first, sells, right? Pretty much that's it. But these are levels that I got here. So you have news right now coming out. All right, so let's see what happens here. So far it looks like you just slowly coming down. Cool. Was this a spike down off the bat? Yes, okay, that was a spike down off the bat. Interesting. So what I have here, $3,247,300. Okay, price made a low, chat. Chat, price made a low, pull back. I'm gonna have a sell stop here in the rebreak of lows, right? This is just the same trade we took yesterday. Whenever price makes a low, rebreaks a lows, and usually tends to drive further towards the next zone after the news. So this is my sell stop that I placed there. So it's gonna be placed at 3250.31. I assume that you will break these lows there. You continue further down towards like 3247.01 next. Right, so you're looking towards these zones here. So it's a sell stop, chat. It's not market X, it's not wick entries, it's gonna be market X. Market X for us here. If you can push down a lot heavier here, it'll be nice too. 3247 and then 3227. 3227. 32427, right? Or what I have here, 3227. Damn, 3227. Let's write it down here. Not activated yet, chat. Didn't revert the lows yet. Still got sell stops here. What was that initial pop down for news there? That was 8 pip pop. Yeah, so it might not look like it's anything crazy, chat, because it's like it's still in the same similar range. But when you look at the pips, it's an 85 pip range candle, chat. It's still a very volatile candle. I know when you look at it, you're like, I mean, it didn't really do much, right? Chat, if this thing like re-breaks like 3264, I'm deleting sell stops. But I don't know, I'm not taking any buys yet above 3264. For buys, I need to see like a much deeper bottom wick. Like if I get buys say above like these zones here, as of right now, this could change, especially after you get candle closures and whatnot. But if I were to get buys today, chat, it'll likely be like I'll need to see something like this form first, right? Towards like that next zone, 3227 as liquidity, and then yeah, if you were to pop back up, those are my buys afterwards. But I must stay away from buys above here, at least right now. If you get a forward closure, something that's like respecting this support, next forward count starts off, current bottom wick, flips bullish, rebreaks the high, sure, I could then take buys, but have sell ideas here, because I would expect us to grab liquidity on this move from yesterday. This late move from yesterday, actually, very late move from yesterday up. So I got sell stops here, so chat. Oh, look at that minute candle. Wow. How much is this range here in a minute? 68 pips. 58 pips. Wow. Are you ready, chat? Sell stops are about to be activated. And then you're looking for like, you know, 3, 2, 4, 7, 1, 8, roughly. Should be like a 30 pip range for you. Okay. How news come out? 8:30. Actual grade and forecast is good for currency. 0.02. Actual grade good for currency, so it came out below 0.03, so negative. Non-farm employment change came out 177 over 138. Actual grade and forecast good for currency came out good, so it came out negative and then it came out good. Okay. Negative and good, and then last one came out neutral. So 4.2 came out 4.2. Neutral, which is basically good. Okay, so yeah, gold came out positive, or dollar came out positive. Gold should tend to continue down. According to numbers, right? But it doesn't always come out as numbers. That's another thing too, Chad. News doesn't always, like, just because like you come out positive for the dollar doesn't mean you always come down, right? Same with like if it were to come out negative, it doesn't always mean it comes up. Like I've seen days where like news comes out and then the day ends up going the complete opposite. I guess the first initial spike here was bearish so far. Okay, what's happening here? Because this 5 closed bearish here, closed back below those ranges. Cool. So are you gonna re-break these lows here and give us a pop? Chat, break even zone for me would be like, I'm gonna say Should be around here. I'm gonna stay around like 3248.54. That'll be my break-even zone. Get ready, chat. Might be a quick trade because it's the re-break on news. Okay, cool. So sells got activated here, chat. Got into sells there. Entries were 3250.39 here, and we can start putting TP down here now. TP right around there, and stops here will be. Wow, look at that 4 kind of re-break too. Is that the leg count on the 4? No, right? No, it's not. Stops will be in this case part of 4-hour structure, chat. Yeah, part of 4-hour structure. Sniper, drawdown, Kodak. What is this? So far rejected 45 pips. Same trade as yesterday, chat. The re-break out lows for news, right? The news candle. Yeah, right here. News re-break. Same deal as yesterday. TV shows didn't break the lows. TV didn't break the lows. I based off MT5. For me that broke on MT5. TV didn't break it. I guess you can see TV didn't break it. You want to see TV break it as well. But yeah, I based off MT5 lows. Ideally, like it's not even like even if it's like a half a pip off like that, there's no difference. It's just the idea. The idea of it is what, right? It's not like about like literally breaking or not. It's just like the idea of price coming down for news, right? Pulling back after news, and then you take the sell stop on the re-break of lows because that sell stop will give you continuation further down after news. So it's the idea of like you come down like this, you pull back, you re-break the lows like that. You retest the lows, right? So the retest of lows usually tends to break and drive further. So like that's the main idea. It's not just like the breakout lows, right? That makes sense? The good thing is that if you didn't break the lows, then there's no structure. How you activate price didn't break the lows? So I had on MT5. On MT5 I broke the lows here. I broke about like 3 pips. Good thing you is not wear glasses today though. Chat, the reason why I'm not worried about this being a bottom wick for us to continue up is because we don't have liquidity yet, right? Obviously, I'll come to a point where we'll look for ways to manage, like if you start closing above like 3273, but until then, like you still don't have bottom wicks here, and that's the idea behind it. Blueberry a hold deal? I don't think so. That was my sell stop. Chat, where did I place my sell stop exactly at? Sell stop at 3250.31. Wait. Sell stop, I placed it at 3250.31 and I activated at 39. No, it tapped 31, chat. This is 31. Yeah, at least one. Yes, they don't. Stop loss N1. It's a 4-hour high, so it's gonna be 3273. Wait, no. Where did I have it again? I have it at. Oh, not there. Let me confirm. Let me confirm that. Yeah, 3286.45. There's a chance we can extend TP2 here. Like, we have a stop loss here, but like it's like we have a stop loss, but we managed like before. Like if price were to like start closing above the ranges, right, we'll start managing because price is going against our structure. But not above here. It's gonna be like above 3273 for me if you start closing above there. It's kind of like we don't have a stop loss because we put it so wide. We put it like the higher time frame structure points, right? Like the 4 here. Shit, when was the last time we had a drawing like this? I think the last time we had a drawing like this was maybe like the loss. April 9th. We haven't had a drawing trade in a long time. But nothing different about drawdown or like a profitable trade, right? You're just managing off of candles anyways. No pineapples for me just yet, chat. We also haven't had a pineapple in a long time. But no pineapples for me just yet. If I were to get pineapples today, I'm pretty sure it would be like if you were to close above like 3273 and then like come back to come back into the ranges like this. That's my pineapple. If you were to make your way up and then close back into the range, right? Then I'll look for like pineapples there to come down. But as of right now, no pineapples. No pineapples, no pineapples. Do you not trade NASDAQ? No, I only trade gold. What's happening here in the 5? Top wick got created. You're starting to flip bearish again. What up, Korea Bear? Your stop loss will be above 3284. Damn, you use a bigger stop loss than me. Damn. What's your margin? 1 to 500 leverage here. 1 to 500 leverage. We need a bit of volume here, though. And I wonder if we can extend TP. Let's see if I extend TP. Where would that be? 3228. I'll see. We'll see if we can extend TP or not. 3244. Yeah, I want to see how it comes. I want to see like what happens here, this top wick zone here. Because if you create like structure from this move here, structure like lower highs here, right? Then yeah, you can possibly pop a little further down. For sure, if you make your way up here above this range and then you close back, for sure. because then we can also, instead of extending TP into like a what we're doing now, like the small time frame area, like this next minor support resistance, we can extend to a more major zone here, because 47 isn't like a major zone, right? Your major zone today, I believe, is gonna be like your next, if you were to come down, your next major zone will be, I'll say more so like 38 zones here off of these areas. That's more of your major zone. So we could extend it towards there, but you need to break the higher time frame structure first, right? But regarding the smaller time from here, so you have like the 5, for instance. If you have structure here, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, I think I'm just gonna leave them for now. I have no pineapples though. Chad, do you guys have pineapple positions? You literally never follow your rules. You always close at 10 pips. But like, am I not telling chat like there's a chance we can match the next minor support resistance? Do I not like do a breakdown and then do whatever I said I was gonna do in the morning? Is that not following my rules? What the fuck you talking about, bro? What the fuck you talking about, bro? Weird ass dude come to my chat talking about don't follow your rules. Actually pissed me the fuck off. I'm planning to hold 24-hour stream, so no pineapple yet. What? 24-hour stream? Hold on. Took a sell at 3260. Nice. Nice second entries. I think he doesn't understand why you even put a TP if you close at 10 pips anyways. But does he not know that like our last good handful of trades were not 10 pips? Look, 7.2, 19.20, 16, 13.8, 16.10, 31.50, 22.10, 17.50, 25.70, 24.20, 24.30, 5.8. We haven't had a 10 pip trade since when was the last time I had 10 pips here? When was the last time I had 10 pips on the dot? February 25th, 2025. 10.60. So we don't always get 10 pips. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. But we're not basing our trades off of just 10 pips. But same with stops too, like it's not always the same stop rate. Sometimes it's more, but we're basing that off of structure every single time. When was the last time 100 trade is a real question. That is the real question. The last time we caught 100 pips was, by the way, what did this come down towards? How far away? 20. Nice. Someone had pineapple. What was that? 100 pips. I don't even think we had a 100 pip trade this year. The closest we ever got was like January 6th. Yeah, January 6th, we got 90 that day. I don't think we had a 1 this year. We way overdue. True. Maybe it might be this trade. Maybe it might be this trade. Is that another 5 leg candle? Yeah, it is. It is actually. Good eye. Good eye, Pencil. Because with the leg candle, right, when you start like closing below, this is a small time frame already, but usually on like the smaller time frame, when you start closing below there, creating lower highs at like 3256, right? As long as those highs are respected, the leg candle usually tends to fill the wick. But it's gonna struggle at the first area first, which is this point. So if this thing can re-break the lows here, you'll fill the rest of the wick, which is the re-break of the last low you made, right? And then from there, it's about whether you break this, and then we'll see what happens after. Chat, 9 minutes for a 4-hour closure though. This NFP is trash. We're gonna catch 100. I've been like, yeah, like, there's no direction formed yet. John, can I see your journal? Yeah, right here. I'm dropping the compound sheet this weekend, so everyone should have access to that. But this journal over here is already out. I just don't want 4 to flip bullish. Yeah, because if the 4-hour flips bullish, it comes down to like, is the new 4 gonna open up? And we might match off the 4-hour closure as well, depending on how we close here. But yeah, if the 4-hour candle closes bullish, the next one could start by coming up first, and it might not come down for a bottom wick. And if it comes down for a bottom wick, you probably want to see, what do you call it? If it comes down for a bottom wick first, you probably want to see it break the previous kind of low, right? So there could be a second position on the 4-hour closure if you open up with no bottom wick, depending. But it'll be like wick entries. I probably want to see price, like, ideally here, break these highs here if we're getting wick entries above like 327, 3269 areas. Chad, when did we go on YouTube, huh? It's YouTube syndrome. Mouse, go to Walmart and get a game mouse for $30. NFP and CPI don't move like a way it used to. To be honest, NFP is like, it's not bad. Like this NFP, there's no direction form, and that's why it looks like this, but it's still a 120 pip move for NFP. Like it's still 120 pips, you know what I mean? So it's like, you have volume, it's just, it doesn't look like you have direction because you're in the same range, but it's because markets have been so volatile, right? Like the daily ranges lately have been like what? Averaging what, chat? Like yesterday's daily candle was what? 780 pips the day before, 520 pips the day before, 420 pips the day before, 750 the day before, like 900. Like this isn't like regular like or normal market conditions, I'll call it, and it won't always be like this too. So that's why like these moves are, you're like, you gotta remember, like it's not usually how it always moves. Only like starting 2024. Here's my thing though here. I'm wondering, 4 minutes left for a closure. 1 hour is gonna close bearish. So maybe we can get a chat. If I'm getting a pineapple position here, chat, it'll be like likely on a new 1 hour candle / 4 hour candle opening. But I want to see, okay, we can close it right here. Then potentially we can get entries off the opening of the candles. And then we can also adjust stops too, since you have 2 entries. adjust them to like 3274. Like anything above, any closure, candle closure above there will indicate that we could just manage. Don's not a real gamer no more, bro. I beat my record. I want to show y'all the record, but I gotta lock this one in over here in drawdown. My broker didn't break the lows, nor did Orlando. Is anyone else like not in because it didn't really break the lows for them? I am in. Just got out, had a pump up. Nice. Where'd you get it? Off the wick entries? Or like over here somewhere? Interesting 5 closure. 3 minutes for a 5 chat. Yeah, if this 4 account /1 closes like below here, I'll say below here, below 3253 for us, and let's say we're still in, like if let's say like we don't get out before 9 a.m., we'll look for second positions after 9/4 1 hour closure. But I need to see a closure below there, and it'll be off the opening, because I would then assume the 4 account closing bearish here, you'll likely open up bottom wick first, right? Like this 4 account closing bearish here isn't really closing below structure, right? It's not really closing below structure. I would have assumed that earlier if you broke the lows there, you would have driven down, and yeah, there's a chance you can close below, but you only got 3 minutes left. I don't think it's gonna close below structure, but it's still closing bearish, which means that likely on the opening of the candle, what you can get possibly is a pop down first towards the wick fill area, right? Slash that strong support, and then end up, if you were to go up, say, yeah, you can go up after creating a bottom wick there. So off the opening of the 9 a.m. /1 4-hour candle, we can take a position off that. But let's see. Maybe we'll be in profit before and we'll hit TP before. That's a lot of volume right now coming in. You can get out if you don't like this trade soon. Yeah, you could. If you don't like this trade and you're like, okay, well, you know, I don't want to be in this trade no more, then you're near BE. If you're not in though, I'll be very careful, to be honest. Like if you're not taking the same entry like I took, like you're taking the same entry price, but it's not the same entry idea, right? So that's a completely different idea that you're taking it off of. So don't chase like my entry trying to get into your position. Like if you see a better entry, take the better entry, right? Take the better idea. But it's 2 different ideas now, because we expected this to be a news rebreaker, lows drive down. Unfortunately, you create structure. Well, not unfortunately, but you create a structure up first, and now you're driving down, which is not a bad thing when it comes to ranges and volume. But the entry type is not the same. Or you just wait for me to take my second pineapple at 1 to 9, or at 1 hour 9 hour closure. If we all sell or break the lows, where's your TP? 3247. $3247.01. 3247.15 to be exact. Okay, did it wind up break now, chat? Almost. What's this level right here? 3246.779. The fork was no bottom wick. Okay, chat. So once he re-breaks his lows, I'll trail stops to profit or in break even. Okay, cool. Trail stops to break even. We came down towards that next minor support, right? I think I removed the zone earlier, but it was around somewhere here. Okay, trail stops and profit. Trail stops and profit. Trail stops. Trail stops. Trail stops. Trail stops. And you're out. Why didn't that tap TP? Hold on. What the fuck? Yo, Blueberry, what was that? Yo, Blueberry, what the fuck was that? What was that? That tap TP, what was that? Blueberry, what the fuck was that? Chat, did that not tap TP? That tap TP, right, chat? Scan. All right, bro. Chat, did not that tap. I swear that tap TP. Spreads. Hello. Spreads got wide. It's cool though. Not bad trade, chat. So basically, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't what I was expecting. I was looking for news, rebreak at lows, drive, right? You came up, created highs, but you didn't really break structure. So I'm like, okay, cool. You still need liquidity. That was the idea behind it. And then you end up coming down. So yeah, it's a cool trade. I mean, that wasn't exactly what I wanted, expected. Drawdowns, whatever. Like I'm not like mad about drawdown. It's just like the idea was just off bat after news, right? Usually those news trades we take off bat immediately after the rebreak, it usually gives that pop. So maybe my levels were off for some today, but I mean I'll take it. And we did chat. What did we do there? How much percent we make today? So we did $19.04. So that is gonna be $19.04, chat. Chat, what percent you guys make today? $19.04 is 1.46% day, chat. W, congratulations. Great start to the week so far. Amazing start to the week, amazing start to the year. 1.46%, chat. That's a massive gain today on your account. Chat, YouTube, if you guys are watching, hit the like button, sub to the channel, YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Anyways, yeah, chat, not bad trade. What percent you guys make today, chat? And that was chat, I'm not gonna lie, we haven't had draw like that in a long time, right? It's not, like, we can't always avoid it, but we haven't had drawn like that since maybe like that last loss we had on April 9th. Like the biggest drawdown we've had since that day was like maybe 33 pips or 60 pips on April 11th. Right, so it's been a long time. But you can see March on the other hand though, 260, 200, 190, 150 drawdown. But March was also a better month. Oh no, that's April. Yeah, April we had a lot of draw at the beginning. But then at the end of the month, like we most of 30 pips, which is pretty cool. So yeah, chat, I'm not gonna lie, YouTube, bro. I'm ending stream on YouTube, bro. I can't listen to this music, bro. This shit is I need to hear like loud, like shit, like to when I trade. It's too calming. It's tough. But yeah, YouTube, I did NFP stream for you guys today just because like it was a big news folder. Up 2.4, up 4%, 0.5 in New York. Nice. Chat, only 2 people got percentage today. 7%. Ice trades. W. FTMO update on Discord. Please check. Okay, I got you. Hold on. Let me chat. What percent we make this week, real quick, before I move on. This week we did approximately 5.02%. So that's pretty good, chat, because we average 1% per day. So that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. And our percentage gain is gonna decrease over time because we haven't increased our lots or anything like that. But still, that's good. That's good. 5%. I think last week we did a little more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8% last week. 8.5, 8.50 or something like that. But I'll take the 5% week. There might be another trade. If there is, come over on Twitch. But YouTube, peace out, YouTube. Take it easy, YouTube. Appreciate y'all.